Ever dreamed of launching your own brand? Mara Smith's story will inspire you.
Welcome again to Purpose Driven Progress. As always, I am your host, Jacob Hicks, and I am so unbelievably excited about who is joining me today. Today, I'm joined by Mara Smith, founder of Inspiro Tequila. From her beginnings as a lawyer in Chicago to building a business that empowers women, Mara's journey is a testament to resilience and innovation. Inspired by a gap in the market for high-quality, additive-free tequila that resonates with thoughtful female consumers like her, she turned a personal passion into a brand that's more than just a product. It's about inspiring others to start fresh and aim high. Mara, welcome to the show.
Thank you. What an intro.
I'm just so excited to have you because I mean, it's just such a unique journey going from, a practicing lawyer in the heart of Chicago to creating tequila. So, walk me through it a little bit. What kind of first started your passion for tequila?
Yes. Great question. Definitely not a typical path, right?
Yeah.
So, yes, practiced law at a large law firm in Chicago many moons ago. Then I worked in corporate strategy at McDonald's Corporation. All of these things are kind of relevant to how I end up there.
Sure.
Practicing law, a little bit more of the, knowing how to put in hard work, which is necessary as an entrepreneur. So kind of learn those skills, and in corporate strategy, it opened my eyes to just different concepts and ideas. And actually that's where it sparked my entrepreneurial, spirit, I think, when I was studying consumer trends and insights at McDonald's Corporation, and ideating for the company. And all of a sudden I started thinking of different ideas. Before that, I had never even contemplated entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Then another very large pivot is that I was home for many years. I left my corporate career when I had preemie twins and made the decision to stay home. And then had a child 9.5 years, later. So I was out of the, traditional workforce for many years. But again, learned a lot of skills there. So talk about, multitasking, efficiency, and learning flexibility. No better test, way to do that than having 3 kids. But I knew I was going to start a consumer product brand. I just love the category. I love food and beverage. I'm a super consumer. I love taste testing things. And the reason I became tequila is really kind of what you said in the intro. I'd been a tequila drinker for years and then learned that everything I was drinking contained undisclosed additives. I did not know that brands were putting, sweeteners and glycerin and coloring. I thought drinking something kind of better for me as far as an adult beverage goes.
Yeah.
And then the second part really was that I didn't think anything was speaking to me as a consumer, really directly, not as kind of just a secondary consumer, but, what would I care about? What am I drinking? What are my drinking occasions? Is it, when I'm getting together with my friends? What kind of bottles would I want to put out on my bar? What taste profile do I like? I just didn't think that brands were, super honed in on what I think of as educated, thoughtful female consumers like me who, care about what we eat and drink and the brands that we support.
Yeah. So I just love that because, like you said, it's such an untypical path going from lawyer, high-powered lawyer to stay-at-home mom for many years to starting your own brand of tequila. I'm curious, though, when you were first kind of thinking about hey, I think I want to start a tequila line, especially after staying home for so many years, how did you feel about that? Was that kind of intimidating? Was it scary at all? Or were you just stoked to get into it?
I think once I made the decision, I was all in. So I feel once I was okay, done, LLC done, and then I was all in. I did what I do with everything, including even as a mom. I just started researching everything I get. I just started learning as much as I possibly could. That's probably my, superpower is research. I have friends who ask me, I research everything from they would ask me, what are the cleaning supplies they need to have in my house for everything, to what are the best, new sneakers, to everything. I love just learning and researching. So that's really what I just started to do. I'm okay, how can I learn as much as possible? And, we're really fortunate because all the information is kind of out there now. It's easy to learn about anything. You just have to be willing to do a lot of work. I just I started, subscribing to industry newsletters and circulars. I started like listening to tons of podcasts, everything from like, spirits to tequila to just regular consumer product podcasts to like marketing to learn everything. So I think that's what I just dove in. Once I was ready to go, I'm like, great. And I was excited to learn about a whole new industry.
Yeah, and to try things out and experiment a little bit, right?
Yes.
So
the good part is the due diligence. I
Yes.
definitely, yes, it required ordering a lot of different products to taste stuff. Yes.
So in all of this research you were doing, especially early, I mean, you're still doing a lot of research today, I'm sure, but particularly early on when you're doing all this research, was there any like really big aha moments for you?
I think there were a number of things. And there's also something, I'm still learning. Like the fun part of entrepreneurship is it's a huge learning curve. Like I learn something new every single day. Some things I don't want to know anymore more about, like SEO strategies. I don't want to learn anymore, but I'm always learning something. I think there were a few things. I didn't appreciate how few like actual distilleries there are in Mexico that produce tequila, considering how many brands there are.
Interesting.
I don't think I appreciated that, even though there are